Good afternoon, people, my people. Welcome back. This is your girl, Dr. She Cole, your cultural curator, your kinky curator, here with another episode of Kinky Curations. And I am so glad that you are here. But I do have to make one request. Please, if you enjoy my content in any way, shape, or form, click like, click share, subscribe, hit the notification button, because I would love to get to 500 subscribers. I'm currently at 135, but I want to keep that train moving. So I want to get to 500 and eventually 1,000. So please share my content with those who you think would appreciate it. And if you are watching and you haven't subscribed, go ahead and click the subscribe button and help a sister out. I would appreciate it. So jumping right in, Shea Moisture has been under some controversy in the last 12 months, and I wanted to address one aspect of it. The company in and of itself has changed hands with leadership. The new CEO is a woman of color, and she does have textured hair. So that is a plus, considering that the commercial that was put out several months ago characterized various women from different ethnic groups that were not necessarily representative of women of color with type 4C, type 4 hair. And again, not going to be shackled to the typing of hair, but this is the premise for the argument. Denise Adore had reviewed these products by Shea Moisture, and she gave it a stamp of approval. So I wanted to try this particular line because I'm always looking for a nice moisture protein balance, because my hair is prone to split ends, and I get my hair trimmed every 2 months just to stay on top of it so I don't have that splitting going down the hair shaft and causing more damage. And it's working for me. But I know if I have that protein moisture balance on a consistent basis, that I'm going to be on the right side of progress. So the Manuka honey and yogurt hydrate and repair shampoo with Mafura and baobab oils, and the strengthening protein power treatment are two items that I purchased from Shea Moisture. And I have to say, I'm glad I took the recommendation of Denise Adore, because these two products are great. My hair after cleansing, and I didn't even pre-poo, which is, strange for me, but I was just in a bit of a rush. I washed my hair with this shampoo, which happens to be sulfate-free and color safe, and my hair looked like I had just rinsed out a deep conditioner. That's how well my hair was hydrated after using this particular product. Then moving on to the protein power treatment, my hair was not too hard. It didn't feel like I had a protein treatment from, the Rock of Gibraltar, because the hair was so tight and you couldn't do anything with it. It was manageable, it was pliable, it felt good. And I left this on under a cap for over an hour, and the result was fantastic. So I must say, when we start to throw away or cancel different companies that have been Black owned or previously Black owned, we need to take a few things into consideration. Number one, the company corrected its, flashlight. So, sorry about that. The company definitely corrected the error of their ways by putting a sister of color that has textured hair that can be sensitive to the needs of representation within this brand. The branding that I've seen since this incident has definitely been on par and supportive, in my opinion. Additionally, we don't want to block the coin and the progress of women of color or men of color that can lead up these organizations and still be major contributors in the natural hair community. So I'm going to continue to utilize Shea Moisture in relationship to the Manuka honey and yogurt line, because I find it to be very beneficial to my hair. And this wash and go really came out well. My hair is shiny, manageable, and I love it. Going in with Miche, this is another company that I am growing to love, and it's becoming a staple. And I use their leave-in conditioner yesterday underneath my gel by the Main Choice. Do It Fro the Culture. And I have to say that this Miche leave-in conditioner was so, I love this conditioner. It is great. And I find that when I take the time to work the conditioner in my hair to the point where it has really disappeared, I don't have to worry about flaking or really having too much product in the hair, but it actually penetrates and really, I mean, it's wonderful. The aloe vera and the avocado oil, 3-in-1 leave-in conditioner, and it definitely moisturizes, detangles, and softens, most definitely. So much so that when I put the Do It Fro the Culture in, the bold buttery gel, I have to say the volume that I have with this, usually if I'm using some other gels, I don't really have this heightened look in the top. And what was really great, I've noticed when I take the time to work the product through my, if you want to categorize it as 4B in this area and perhaps 4A in my crown, I give myself a tapered look. So it looks like I have gone to the barber shop and maybe done a little bit of edging up, but it's really just those curls. When I pull it through, they coil and tighten so nicely in this area because it's a different grade of hair, and this gives a little bit more volume. I just found out another discovery about my hair, and I just think that's so awesome being on this natural hair journey, that we find out different things about our hair as we experiment, as we use different products, as we take different steps. Sometimes it's just a matter of slowing down and taking the time to give ourselves a moment to do that self-care, and then we get these little nuggets along the way. So I have to say, I know that the main choice was formerly, if I'm not mistaken, Black owned, but they have been bought out. But I love this Do It Fro the Culture gel. I have 0 flakes, 0 issues. It's not a hard cast. This is probably one of the softest casts that I've had, but the shine on my hair and the way it looks, I'm very pleased with it. I had to weigh in on the Gorilla Glue debacle with Tessica. And from what I understand, this young lady is a teacher. And so I have to come and support a fellow educator. I do. This channel is dedicated to positivity and leadership, and I am going to stick with that mantra because there are a lot of directions I can go with this. But this is what I will say, and this is what I want to give to the angle of this story. I'm very happy to hear that the first Black plastic surgeon, hailing from Ghana originally, Michael Obeg, first Black surgeon in Beverly Hills, actually. I'm very happy that he has taken on this task to help her with her hair. Tessica needed a lifeline, and I'm so glad a person of color stepped up to help her in her time of need for free. I think that is phenomenal because that could have gone a whole nother direction. I know she has a GoFundMe and she was looking to raise, I think she has about $15,000 or more raised at this point. So at least that was it. She was able to cover a flight to get to Beverly Hills. From what I understand, she's already there in consult with with Dr. Obeg. So I'm very happy about that. But I do want to say this. Roses are red and violets are blue. Honey child, put down that Gorilla Glue. We have to take ownership for what we are doing with our hair in the natural community. And from the looks of what her hair, I mean, I believe her hair may have been permed. I believe it was. It was so shellacked, one could not tell. But Gorilla Glue, I have a bottle of it in my house, not to be confused with my products. This is just for prop purposes. But on the back of this label, it clearly states for non-porous surfaces only, i.e. metal, glass, plastics, none of which are applicable to hair, our scalp, or skin. We never need to confuse which I think is the main culprit here. The confusion here is this. There is an obsession with having smooth edges, curtains, baby hairs being slicked down. First of all, you're not a baby, therefore you don't have baby hair. It's really, it's too much. The obsession with altering our hair to a point where you think that it's actually rational to pick up items in a hardware store that have the same word gorilla in the title. Now I know Gorilla Snot is a gel that people use to slick back their hair and so forth. Anything with gorilla in the title really should not be used for hair at this point in the game. I mean, I don't even know what else to say about it. I mean, I think I went through a range of emotions with this. And because this young lady clearly has to be traumatized, troubled, that this is a global trending story, I am not going to go in certain places where I would go just being, you know, true to what I think this is. But we need to operate in wisdom, and we need to take the time to read, and we cannot put any and anything up in our hair, period. Period, period, period. And I think we need to let a little bit of the obsession of slicking our hair to the gods, we need to let that go. Because this, I know this was an anomaly. I know this was an anomaly, but I think there's a message here. Leave your hair alone. Leave it alone. Wash it, condition it, but we don't need, when you need protection from the protective style, we've gone down a very slippery slope. So my heart goes out to Tessica. As a fellow educator, sis, I hope that Dr. Michael Obeg gets you together and that you can regrow your hair and that your hair follicles are not destroyed. I know this has to be traumatizing for you, and I wish you the best. And I know this is a cautionary tale and a life lesson for you, and this is a life lesson for us all. I mean, this has been a global trending item, from TikTok to Instagram to Entertainment Tonight to the 7 o'clock news. I mean, trending. Girl, you are trending. But I hope that you're okay. I hope that you may want to seek a little counsel, just because there has to be a level of post-traumatic stress for any woman that really, you know, considers the hair, the crown, and it's a level of adornment. And for that to go through that process, I know it has to be scary. So, sister, my heart goes out to you. I'm praying for you in your transition with your process. And people, my people, remember, you don't need to get protection from your protective styles. Please stop altering your hair to a point where you're leaving it up for 6, 7, 8, 9 months in the spirit of trying to get some inches. That's just not hygienic. But hey, do what works for you. And be good to yourself. And remember a fundamental principle. Reading is really fundamental. Read stuff before you put it in your hair. That goes for shampoos, conditioners, and anything that's not in that aisle. Only get what you need, and if you don't know, seek a professional. This is your girl, Dr. Shea Cole, your cultural curator, your kinky curator. Tessica, hang in there, girl. We're praying for you, and have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.